thought it was probably a fair result in the end. I think once you get down to 10 men, you know, it becomes obviously a lot more difficult to actually win the game, even though we tried very hard in the second half to win the game. But I think on reflection and based on the game itself, I think a draw was probably a fair result for both teams.
A lot of potentially needless yellow cards given out today resulted perhaps in Keith Buckley getting sent off, which completely changed the game.
It did do, yeah. I mean, a sending off changes the game completely from our point of view. You know, we were very much looking to play on the front foot and to win the game, and obviously when we have a player taken off, we have to change their shape. They have a lot more possession on the ball, so it changed things a lot for us. Obviously Paddy scored then after the sending off, and we couldn't quite hold on to the lead just before half time, which is very disappointing. But again, I thought the referee put himself under a lot of pressure, giving out fairly innocuous yellow cards very early in the game, and it didn't leave any leeway for the players themselves when they mistime a tackle. You know, it's a second yellow card and they're off, which is what happened with Keith. So I thought he was a little bit unlucky from that point of view.
Is he disappointing 1-1 draw against Longford?
Yeah, it was disappointing. I thought we had it's kind of even at the start, but then the second half we got more of the game, even going down to 10 men. I thought we were the better team in the second half. Draw was alright. Continuing, we were down to 10 men. We'll take the draw.
The goal itself by Paddy Kavanagh was something special.
That was a cracker. He's been dying for a goal over the past few weeks, and to come up with a shot like that on his left foot as well was great. Good strike, like.
Yeah, Paddy got a great goal, and that sums Paddy up. He has that ability. He can hit it very well off both feet, and you know it was a game that was fairly limited in terms of chances, so it was going to take something special to score. And Paddy got a great goal, and in fairness, they got a nice headed goal as well. But there was limited chances in the game overall.
How frustrating was the sending off? It was in controversial circumstances.
Yeah, I'd say the one that you did get, the second yellow, was a yellow card, but the first one was nothing on it. So I thought the referee got it wrong there. And the first yellow wasn't a yellow card. The second yellow, maybe it was, because he ended up beating the man.
We're still in the race for fourth place with 5 games to go. Is that something that you think is realistic?
Well, we give it every shot that we can, to be honest. You know, every game we go into, we just take one game at a time. We never look too far ahead, and you know, the next game will be another 3 points, and we'll just keep going as much as we can till the end of the season. You know, the lads in there have got great character, great desire, great attitude. They're a great bunch of lads, and they certainly won't stop before the end of the season. So we want to finish as high up as we can, get as many points as we can, and play as well as we can between now and the end of the season.
You've been having a great season since you joined. You've been influential in Bow's rise up the table. There's been talk of you leaving the club next season. Is that anything that you've even thought about?
No, my concentration is on Bow's, finishing as high as we can on the table this year. Working well with the lads. The lads are great. The manager have great partnership with the manager, so I'm happy here.
We next play Drogheda. Is this something that we can bounce back from tonight?
Yeah, definitely. Considering where Drogheda are and we're pushing for fourth now, so we want to start getting the wins in.
You took Keith Long's place on the bench today, who was suspended for 2 games. Is that something that ultimately you'd be interested in getting involved in, more of the managerial side?
Yeah, well, I mean, you obviously have to have the qualifications first to get into that, so you need your pro licence, obviously, which I don't have. So for the time being, I'm happy enough, learning under Keith. I had a bit of experience, obviously, with Owen. When Owen started, he was suspended, so I had to take the first 2 games of his reign against Bray and Drogheda. So, you know, it's another bit of experience for myself tonight, but I'm very happy at the moment working under Keith and as assistant manager to him.